most people resist the idea of a true self-estimate, fearing it might mean downgrading their belief and exposing their nature, so they never end up knowing what they're actually capable of achieving. Look around you for a second. Ask most people to be honest with themselves and watch what occurs. Truly, they'll agree to it in theory and justify the things they've done, like their life is on the line. But how can one consider himself self-aware if he refuses his weaknesses and view himself in a fake image built around comforting lies? Like, true self-assessment doesn't just risk confirming what you hoped for, but as well the very own things you fear to address. And most people would rather live inside a comfortable guess than face an uncomfortable truth. And here's the part nobody wants you to hear. You cannot call yourself self-aware when all you do is indulge yourself in comfort and avoid the condemnation of your weaknesses. Every time you flinch when the truth gets close, realize that you're making sure you never have to meet the version of yourself that has it. And this cuts both ways actually. We tend to value ourselves less than our true worth, which is damaging, while we underestimate our capabilities just as much, and just as dangerously as we overestimate other abilities. But to have the ability to judge ourselves accurately and honesty leads for a better outcome. For overestimating gets you a hard fall, while underestimating gets you a life you never actually attempted. Neither one of them is the truth. Both are just different ways of refusing to look. So if the inflated version of yourself is a lie, and the shrunken version of yourself is also a lie, where does that leave you? The only version worth trusting is the one you haven't been willing to look at yet. The one that isn't flattering or comfortable, but true. The one that is ready to face the harsh reality of life and build himself up, regardless for the amount of fails that he faces. For the hard path is that what makes all the change. So here's the answer, and it's way simpler than most people want it to be. The ability to judge yourself accurately doesn't come from comparison or somewhere outside. It comes from being willing to sit with yourself long enough to discern the truth and what you're capable of, with the sacrifice you're willing to take to unlock what you truly seek. So the discernment should be uncomfortable for a reason. It makes you question how much ignorant you've been. Otherwise, it wouldn't be true. And the moment that self-assessment stops stinging a little, you're probably back to protecting yourself from the harsh reality that life provides. This shouldn't be a one-time realization, but a way to forge discipline, to make you check regularly whether the story you tell yourself matches what you can actually produce. It means being willing to find out you're better than the version you gave yourself credit for, and being just as willing to find out you're not yet where you thought you were. It was just a merely illusion, forged by the hands of comfort and untold lies you believed. The lesson is, you don't unlock your real potential by inflating what you are or by shrinking it in order to remain safe, but you unlock it by finally being willing to see your true nature without ever flinching. That's the whole discipline. So now ask yourself the question you've been avoiding. Who are you when nobody is watching? Awaken the truth within you, for that's the only version of yourself that can actually grow.